All right, folks, are you looking to get more leads than you know what to do with and look cool while you're doing it? That's what we're here for today. We're going to talk about how we can help you get more leads outside of Facebook groups. This is something that I know a lot of contractors are probably familiar with, but it may not be as productive or certainly as efficient as you'd like it to be. And we're going to help solve both of those things with what we're going to unpack. This is part 9 of our Fast Cash Launchpad series. So if you want the full list, if you missed any of the previous weeks, just drop Fast Cash in the comments below. I'll send over the entire list and you can see some of the other recordings inside this group. But we want to help get you some cash in the door without having to spend any dime on marketing or advertising. Can't wait to unpack this for you today. So let's get right to it and get you rocking and rolling. So here is the lay of the land. This is one of those things that we want to be able to unpack and show you step by step how to make this work. So hang on. And if you really want to get the most out of these next few minutes, grab a pen and paper, jot a couple of these things down, and just go execute and let me know when you get your first lead. I've got something to show you at the end here. This will be kind of fun on just how well this thing really can work if you do it right. So, and we'll talk about some of the things people do wrong too. Don't make these mistakes. So first part, okay. Step one, identify 5 to 10 groups based on your target location and project types. And we also have a rule when it comes to Facebook groups. You want to make sure that they're large enough and active. There's way too many groups that are neither of those two things. So assuming you don't have all day to spend on this, in just a few minutes a day, you can get so much more leverage and results from the time that you put in. So then we'll talk about how to then, okay, you identified your groups, then let's identify and make sure you brainstorm 5 to 10 keywords or types of things you'd like to search for inside the group. So if you haven't done that yet, pause the video or just take a few seconds while we show you again exactly how to do some of these next steps tactically, to be thinking very clearly on what are the kinds of things you'd want to book on your calendar, whether that's a kitchen remodel, it could be an HVAC change out, it could be whatever the case is, whatever you really want to fill your schedule with. Make sure you've got a couple of those just jotted down so you can search for content or for people looking for those kinds of projects specifically. We'll show you how to use that in a second. Another lay of the land, comment on at least 5 posts a day and show up as Santa, not the Grinch. What do I mean by that? Everybody expects, and most people, most contractors show up in groups just looking to say, yeah, send me work, we're available, call for estimates, just always just give me. We want to show up, and rather than just like that, we want to be able to show up looking to add value and help people who are looking for solutions or trying to get answers to questions for the projects or for their home, for the things they're dealing with. So you're going to build your reputation that's going to help you land the types of referrals and recommendations that you want if you show up and add value. And then as you see these famous ISO or in search of posts that we'll show you a couple in a minute, as you respond to them, there's nothing wrong with friend requesting and engaging people and starting to start a conversation. Most people do the lazy thing. They just put a comment and said, hey, here's my information, contact me. You can do that. Or if you want to take just a little bit more time, and it makes all the difference in landing by being proactive and reaching out to people and connecting with them. Once they've accepted your friend request, then you can invite them to follow your page and do so many other things, including having ongoing messaging conversations. So that's another key piece. We're going fast, but we'll show you just again exactly how to do this in just a minute. Quick pro tip. All right. Before you start showing up and engaging and spending any meaningful time inside Facebook groups, let's make sure you show up and put your best foot forward. Okay. Look at your cover photo, your caption of the cover photo itself. If you're not sure what that is, let me know. We've got another training inside this group to how to make sure that's working the way it should. Your intro and about section, your featured posts, your recent content, and have a content calendar. You need to be at least somewhat active on the profiles that you're going to be using, whether your personal profile or your business or both. As you probably know, or as you might find out, there's some groups that allow you to join as a business. Some require you to join as a personal profile instead. There's ways you can use both of those to still participate well and get the leads that you want. Again, if you need help with any of this, just give us a shout and we'll walk you through how to make it done, how to really make it work. So again, you're getting the most efficient and most volume possible. So let's show you exactly how this is done in case you're not already currently using it. So when you're logged in your profile, or when you're logged in Facebook, you want to check in this little 9 box here, open that up and click on groups. which will take you to a page that looks something like this. And you'll start to see some of the people that are, some of the groups that you're either already in or the groups and activity in the groups. You can see right here in some of in my feed under groups, I'm looking for, I'm already seeing posts for people that are looking for someone who can help move my AC unit. I'm looking for, just lots of other things people are looking for, but this is where you'll want to start. If you haven't already got a bunch of groups you've joined and seeing feeds, then you'll want to go into the group section. And let's just say, for example, I want to look for groups that pertain to contractors in Texas. Simple as, like, as broad as that. And this goes back to earlier where I was saying, just get a handful of keywords for what you do and where you want to be. Okay, you can go as broad as contractor and state. It's going to get even better. You'll find even more local groups if you want to do specific cities you'd like to target, or even specific project types even. So again, if you want to really just hone in, and we mentioned earlier, kitchen remodels, type that in and you'll find groups around that. You can get really broad or get real specific. Either way, we'll just show you a couple examples. So once you get a bunch of different groups to choose from, this is where we talked about earlier. You want to look at that filter of they want to be big enough and they want to be active. You don't want to spend any of your time in ones that aren't. So you can see some of these 17,000, 3,000, 8,000, 2,000. Okay. And then 30 posts a day, 30 posts a day, 20 posts a day. Some of these other ones, maybe let's see if we can find some that aren't very active. With a keyword like this, yeah, maybe there's only 10, 9. So you can start to see it. So just for sake of today's training, I'll show you. I just picked the Austin Contractor Connections. Let's see what that one looks like. Once you see one, you can go check it out. Some of them you have to answer questions to join. Some you have to submit a form or something to join. That's totally fine. Just check it out and see. Others you can just take a look and kick the tires a little bit before you officially join. Let's pick this first one. Okay. You can see, check the about section. You want to make sure if it feels like the right fit, the location, the groups, as you look at the content inside these groups, feel like, hey, this could be one where I think I could probably get some wins. Then check out the about section for the rules. Some of them will allow you to promote your business. Some of them won't. So pay attention to that, because we want to, if you can promote yourself inside the business, by all means do that. But if they don't allow that, because that's not what the group's about, that's fine. You can still participate and still engage and still get leads from these. All right. So let's, this one allows you to join. After you do it, when you're, again, as you're researching these groups, click on the little magnifying glass. And this is where you're going to start to search for content using those handful of keywords we talked about earlier in step 1 or in those earlier stages. So here's some examples. Let's just say, again, I'm picking on kitchen remodels. If I just put kitchen remodel, I'm going to start seeing posts that pertain to someone who's looking for it. This is how you get an idea of if the culture or the nature of these groups is where you want to be. This looks like a pretty good one. You have people just posting all the time, looking for kitchen renovation, looking for a residential project. You start to see that you've got posts like that. So if that's what you want, looking for a company that does kitchen and bathroom remodels, sounds like a pretty good idea if that's what I want to do, if that was one of my keywords. You see someone who posts on it, like it, you can start to comment. Okay, start to engage and start to say, look, hey, I can help you, and start to get to know people through there. So that's the quick flyover on how this works. Again, it's a little bit of, you'll start to refine and identify the groups that work for you, but it costs you nothing and you can get leads from it. This is, if you're not sure, you don't have to take my word for it, but I had one of my clients who gave this in and this is what he had to say. After he started this, after we'd been working together for a long time, he was hesitant. And if you're not sure, if you've had some frustrations, follow the steps, follow the process, and you'll get these kinds of outcomes. He was pretty excited about it once he got it going, put up his own post, got a lead. And then a little bit further, he just got a call from another lead, didn't know it would be this easy. Again, it absolutely works when you follow the process, when you follow the steps. So again, going back to the beginning, grab this. This is step 9. I'll walk you all through it. Again, as with all of these other strategies about how to get fast cash without spending money on marketing or advertising, this is where you can do it. Scroll through the full list. If you don't have it, again, fast cash in the comments below, I'll send it over to you, but you don't feel like you have to do all of them all at once. All right. Look at each one based on where your business is today and think, hey, what kind of impact would I expect this could make for me? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And then scale 1 to 10, what's my ability to execute? You'll use that as a way to identify and create a roadmap for how you want to move through each of these strategies in a way that allows you to start to stack the wins and snowball the results over time. So let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear when you get your first lead from using the strategy. It's all about executing, not just here to listen and watch. So let me know how it goes. And if you need help, we'll talk to you on the other side.